It's been quite a year for BYU Athletics, and a pleasure always to welcome in Athletic Director Tom Holmoe back to True Blue. Good to see you.
It's been a good year, Dave.
Here we are, our final show of the season, and as you look back at all your teams across all the platforms on a national level, maybe more successful this year than in many, many years.
It's been a good year in the fact that our teams have finished high nationally. I think maybe it was 2007, we won a bunch of Mountain West Conference championships. But those teams didn't go as deep into the playoffs as some of this year's teams.
Probably safe to say you've been to more events than anybody. So let's talk about some of your key moments. And I know women's soccer right there.
Women's soccer, it's been leading up to this. They had a group of seniors that when they came in as freshmen, a number of them started as true freshmen. And they played as sophomores. They had kind of a tough junior year, and it was interesting to see them want to come back with a vengeance for their senior year. And they did. I mean, going to the Elite Eight and having that Donnybrook with North Carolina at South Field was something else.
Big crowds, lots of anticipation.
Yeah.
As a football guy, there's always a football big moment for you. Kyle Van Noy in the bowl game with that show he put on against San Diego State.
Kyle Van Noy, there's a lot of really good football players that have come through here through the years. And it's be hard to measure them up against some of the great ones. But that performance that night, that's got to be maybe the best ever. I mean, you might take some of the championship games or the Holiday Bowl, Miracle Bowl. McMahon played pretty well in that game. But Kyle's game against San Diego in the state in the Poinsettia Bowl was rare.
Hey, and you and he share a interception return for a touchdown together in San Diego. You did it against Washington State in the Holiday Bowl, and then he got one against Poinsettia. So you got that going for you.
I think his was a little bit more important than mine.
I think it was. Brandon Davies senior night, right there, as obviously among your most memorable moments, considering his journey from freshman to senior and everything that happened in between.
You know, to me, I think the wins and the championships and the way our teams play, our fans love that. But sometimes it's the things behind the scenes or things that a lot of the fans might not know. But I think everybody knew that Brandon had an experience to go through that became public nationally, and I haven't really commented on it for a long time, but it was one of my favorite moments, was to build a great, strong relationship with this young man and to see him grow and come out of this experience a stronger and a better man was something that is probably maybe my most rewarding experience as the AD at BYU.
He had a great NIT. And then he's played really well in these pre-NBA type events too. So it's also nice to see his game kind of finishing strong with him.
Well, he's always been a great player. I remember watching him at Provo High because my kids were at Provo High at the time. And when we signed him, I'm thinking, Brandon Davies? And it seems like he's just gotten better and better and better. And everybody here in Cougar Nation hopes that he can go on and have a professional career. It would be great.
Throw out some more of the achievements, and there's a long list, so we've made a list for you with the soccer, getting to the Elite Eight and getting so close to the Final Four.
This program has been knocking on the door for quite a long time. We've been into the playoffs almost every year, and we've won in the first round. But when you get into the second round and trying to get into the Sweet 16 and then the Elite Eight, you're in rare air. And this year's team established something really special. We've done it before, but I think now the expectations of this team, the standard's pretty high.
Women's volleyball, Sweet 16, and with just 2 seniors.
Yes, they'll have a great team coming back next year. But one of the things I love about watching these teams is the chemistry is all important. You can have a lot of kids come back, but every time seniors leave, it changes the leadership, and that's what's going to be important with this volleyball team next year. They lose Heather.
Yes, Heather Hanneman, outstanding. Away from the front page, men's cross country, 6th in the NCAAs.
People forget about them. Ed Eyestone quietly finishes in the top 10 every year. And they're going to have a really good team coming back next year, too.
Men's volleyball ranked #1 in the country for most of the season. Another shot at a national championship. I had watched my first game live there Saturday night. Amazing at the
Are you a convert?
I am a convert, absolutely.
It's amazing how many people have come to volleyball for the first time this year, and they're going to buy season tickets next year. This team's exciting. I think Chris has done a great job with this team. He's got a very experienced coaching staff and great players.
Hey, and they're young. I mean, they're young when you consider
they're young
number
with
one.
A few missionaries potential. So we'll see how that next year, how that team comes together.
Men's basketball, the Final Four of the NIT in New York City. After such a disappointing loss in the WCC tournament in Las Vegas, what a turnaround over the course of 4 weeks.
I couldn't imagine that they would finish the season off how they did. You know, it was disheartening to everybody, especially Dave and his team, that they just didn't finish very strong. And that last game in the West Coast Conference tournament, they were really flat. But to play their best basketball in the NIT was so rewarding. And that gives them a lot of impetus to come into next year.
Football, winning their 4th straight bowl game, school record. Look for number 5 in San Francisco next year.
That'll be fun. I'm really impressed with spring ball. They brought in a new offensive coaching staff, and it's interesting to see how quickly they could gel. But those offensive players bought into it, and it'll be a tough schedule, and a good bowl game awaits us if we can be bowl eligible. But I don't think our players are going to be content to be bowl eligible.
Few sports still going on, even though school is done for winter semester. But let's look to the fall and what's on your to-do list as far as things you're most interested in. And you mentioned football schedule. Let's roll that out. That's number one.
Well, football is going to be an important part. It's the premier sport here between football and basketball. It gets the most attention in media and fan support. But it'll be, a lot remains to be seen. It's a very, very tough schedule. We have some good talent yet untested, but I'm really looking forward to see how much they can accomplish in a short year with this offensive staff, but great talent.
Everything else is in the WCC, and I know you'd like to see some more league championships.
I'm impressed with the WCC. When we first took that took the step to go to the WCC, people were saying, well, who's in it?
Right.
It's interesting is there's not as much depth as we had in the past, but the top of every conference is very good. For example, men's tennis. We lost 4-3 to Pepperdine, who's number 8 in the country. So we haven't won as many championships on the league level. But if you crack into a championship, you're really good.
Getting back to the big dance in basketball, obviously on your list as well.
There's no question that Dave Rose has established NCAA tournament as the standard. And I think with the way we finished in the NIT, the new blood coming in, guys returning, Tyler Haws, an exciting year after his mission, I think we can look forward to great things.
Okay, well, we'll rest up for a couple summer months and get back at it.
I'll get rest.
Tom Holmoe, Athletic Director. Thanks for being with us.